You failed. Now deal with it. It's the easiest. Instead of maybe it's a failure, now it's, let go is easier after you fail, you know. Because then you surrender. Once you recognize defeat, I told you this morning about jealousy, it's just lose the competition with the other. Once you concede defeat consciously, which is terrifying for our ego, a let go is happening. There's a discourse of Osho, one of the best discourse. That he speaks about a monk who was sitting in Satsang for many hours a day. And after 5 years he came to his master and said, "What is my karma that with all my devotion I'm not managing to attain nirvana?" And he said, if within the next week I will not attain enlightenment, they will find my dead body on the ground. And after a week, nothing happened, of course, because he wanted it. He was, it was his goal. And it's all about transcending goals. So the story says how he climbed to the roof. Took his time. What's the rush? Slow down. You're going to commit suicide. What, why to rush about it? He reached the edge of the roof. And it's very important to pay attention to the details, because he lifted his legs slowly, because it's like, it's, again, no rush to commit suicide. He lifted his legs slowly, about to jump, and then it happened. And he rushed to his master's room, and his master saw him, and before he said a single word, he said, "At last, your day has come." Osho speaks so beautifully about it. How what happened to the mind there. He was meditating, but he was doing it because he had a goal. He was there. He did everything right, all the postures, all the hours that he gave in, all the devotion, the discipline, but he was in the way because he wanted it. He wanted to conquer silence. He wanted to attain. When he let go, when his let go was already lifting the leg. He was like all the tension that was accumulated by years of devotion and sitting in meditation broke, and suddenly it was there. And then Osho he said, now you can climb on the roof yourself. You can go to the edge. And you can lift your leg very slowly. And nothing will happen. Because you're doing this for your calculative mind. You think, okay, I will let go so I get it. But this is not a real let go. It has to be genuine, not calculative, not cunning. Gautam the Buddha, the famous Buddha who was roaming around country of India and Nepal for 6 years, and a very total seeker. You know that he grew up as a prince in the kingdom of Ashok, is Nepal today. And he was very oblivion, he didn't know much about the real world. And one day he took a tour out and he saw sick people and he saw beggars, he saw dying people. He didn't know that there is such thing as hunger, as sickness, as death. So he saw a funeral and he asked his driver what it is. He said it's death. And in that moment at least the story tells, he decided to find what is beyond life and death. And he left his home, he left his newborn son and became a beggar. Left his kingdom and became a beggar and started to roam, became a seeker. Spent time with masters, each one of them taught him as much as they knew, and he moved to the next one and eventually he became a master. But he still didn't know. He still didn't. And one day he was trying to cross a shallow river. And beggars, they were like eating only one bowl of rice a day, renouncing life, celibate, all the denying anything that can pleasure the senses or indulge in food or anything. He tried to cross the river, he was very weak. He barely managed to cross it. And when he crossed it, he sat there and he said, "What have I done to myself? For 6 years I've been taking discipline to the peak. I gave my totality, I did everything, and what came out of it, I can barely cross the river." And he asked one of his disciples to go and get him a plate of food from the village. And of course the disciples were shocked. The master is eating now even though he's supposed to fast and eat only 1 meal a day. And when he ate this bowl of food, then he sat by the Bodhi tree. All trees are Bodhi trees. There is no ignorant tree. All trees are. He sat by the Bodhi tree, and in that night, it happened to him. Because he admitted failure, the spiritual ego got the last push off the cliff that is needed. So instead of taking some check marks whether your retreat was successful or not, you're not here to be successful. You are here to... there is the rest of the letter, and it's full of describing how many good things happen in the retreat. I'm not saying that it was, waste of time or anything like this. But try not to think of yourself in these terms of your meditation was successful or not, if you manage, we can't conquer this, the beyond. It always comes when you're not expecting it.